Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from Green Bay. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set, ready, go. Ready.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Room to run right away. And he'll be forced out of bounds. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Here we go. Hit, ready, go. Set.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Trying to get it to Savion Williams there. And it'll be second and goal.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Love firing to Golden. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Ready.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal?
40.
From the gun, it's Love. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown gives them 18 on the season.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. The run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down and 3. From the gun, it's Penix. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Atlanta.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the give, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. We'll go play action now with Penix. Open man down the field, Mooney. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. Chance now to match that opening touchdown. It is 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. From the gun, here is Penix. That is off! What a job on the scramble. Drake London, touchdown Falcons.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Come on, stay.
Out of out of the shotgun. It's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one. So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down.
Going for it all. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive game plan. And then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Open is Kraft. He's got it. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready.
To throw is Love. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Ready up.
Looking for a 3rd down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Hut.
Here's a run. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. That is a 1st National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. 14-7 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 2. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And here's Bijan. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Set,
Now Love. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
ultra. Go ultra. Hut, hut.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Love to throw. That one caught. He finds Golden. A gain there of 15. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Here we go. 30 seconds.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Plant. It's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he will get into the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game. And now 15 for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Go play action with Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Check.
On first down, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Yeah, and they'll take this down inside the 35. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Packers.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Running is Jacobs. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Brandon Dorless there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Okay. Ready.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Come on. Set. Cut. Cut. Ready.
On play action, Love. That is brought in at the 10. And he is out of bounds.
On the double.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing is Love. This one is caught by Reed. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Set. Ready. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Now Jacobs. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First down, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. On first down, right back to Robinson. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Love to throw it on 1st down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And you know defensively, when you go up against an offense of this caliber, Mike, you're going to have to defend against those deep shots. It's a big part of what this offense is built upon. So that's a nice job attacking and defending downfield, and they're able to force the incomplete pass. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Now, deep ball for London. That one incomplete. Good job job textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down. From the gun, it's Penix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. Here's Penix. Side, he gets back to Mooney. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 4. Quick throw on the RPO, and he gets it to Mooney. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Throwing now, Penix on first down.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he'll fight forward, doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up. They'll run here with Algier. And this time he's in. Tyler Algier. Touchdown Falcons. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Falcons will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Packers.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
What a year. Catch number 95 on the season. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Set,
Jacobs on his defense. Backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
ready.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Ready?
One more time, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Left side in the hands of London. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On play action, Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Let's go. Ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Second and 10.
Ready. 38.
Here's Love. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
It is third and 10.
Here we go. Black, 95. Hut.
Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 22 yards the pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's first and 10.
Set.
Jacob will get it to start the fourth quarter. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Down.
To throw is Love. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. James Pierce in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
6-yard line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Ready, set.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's Jacobs. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Let's go now.
A second down throw for Love. Out to his right. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 35, it's first and 10. first down. They'll start out with Algier. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Packers have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Set, ready. 60 red. 60 red.
On the bootleg, it's Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the Falcons will take over at their own 14-yard line.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
On first down, it's Penix. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. He's got it! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 59 yards. They'll throw on first down with Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 21, here's second down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take this one in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Groupie now on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll run with Jacobs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 40.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ready?
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
2nd and 11.
Here we go. Set.
Pass caught right side by Kraft. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So, it's a win for the Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.